Hey guys, Simon Trezellian here. I haven't been on for a while. I've been traveling and currently in sunny Arizona at the present time. Anyway, I just wanted to, there's a few things that are really going on at the moment, and a lot of people are getting things wrong, and I just thought I'd just come on and just say a few things. It seems to me that the Democrat Party do not understand how politics works. See, politics works in the West by way of elections. And with those elections, it's what they call first past the post, which means that majority rules. And that's what happens in either a democracy or, as in America, a constitutional republic. So the issue is that you've got to try and find things that are actually popular with the people. And the more people that actually agree with you, the better option you're going to have when it actually comes to elections. I mean, that makes sense, right? So wouldn't it be better if you decided to, die on the hill of something that was popular, right? And it seems to me that the Democrats have gone totally against that. They decided what is actually very unpopular and only of interest to a very small fringe of their own party, an extreme fringe, and then literally just die on a hill with that. I mean, I'm talking about Maryland man, who is very clearly an MS-13 leader, a wife beater, and all of that. I mean, forget conservative talking points. I mean, this guy's a bad dude. And the fact of the matter is that everyone talks about that it was a mistake to deport him. That was only said because of one of the lawyers slipped up and said that, and he's not actually a government lawyer. So they didn't actually mean that it was a mistake. They knew exactly who this guy was. So you got all of these Democrats, the Democrats lost the election in 24 because the people wanted secure borders and they wanted to fix the immigration system, which many administrations, both conservative and left-leaning, have not done. Trump has said, I'm going to do this, and sure enough, within 100 days he's done it, and you get what you vote for. And it just seems to me that the Democrats are always going to be on the losing side when they choose to champion people that are obviously against the American public. The American public want to restore immigration control. They want closed borders. They don't want MS-13 and TDA running around killing people, because that's actually what you have to do to be a part of that gang, right? You have to murder someone. And it just seems that this is something that the American people are just not going to accept, and yet the Democratic Party seem intent on championing that cause. The other one is, of course, the trans, people in sports, in women's sports. It doesn't seem to work the other way around, where you get mediocre men deciding to grow their hair long and become women in order to be able to flunk the system and to get scholarships and to, get, state championships and things like that. That is clearly something that the American people do not want. And yet the Democratic Party seem to go, no, we're going to champion that cause as well, because why? I mean, you're dealing with less than 0.1% of the populace, which is trans. That is never going to be a majority area that you're going to win votes on at all. So why would you do that? I just can't understand it. It used to be that there was a real balance between Republicans and Democrats. As they used to say, it was the left and the right wing are just two wings of the same bird, and they're all bought by big money and pharmaceutical and military industrial complex anyway. It didn't really matter who got in. But there seems to be this massive divide now ideologically, and it is an ideological war. And it is something that I think that the Democratic Party are going to be in the wilderness, probably for a generation, unless they actually deal with it. And, come the midterms, I'm pretty sure they're not going to go the way that the Democrats want. And come 2028, I think it's going to be an really interesting election. Because if they go the way of Alexandria Cortez, then it's going to be even more to the left and more to the progressive, and alienate a great deal more of the American people. And at that point, you know, the mid-range people have got nowhere to go. They've got nowhere to go in the Democratic Party. So yeah, I think they're going to be screwed. Anyway, so that was just one of my things. I'm going to do some more videos in the next few days. I want to talk about tariffs. I want to talk about what's happening in Ukraine, and I want to talk about what's happening in the Arctic as well. All of these are really, really interesting and fundamental, and people are not talking about them. Anyway, so that's me, Simon Treselian. Out to you. I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye now.